Hello, all my followers and potential ones. Please hang on here and I'll show you a wonderful channel with wonderful videos of this little one. And myself, she's Zaffo and I am Marlene. Today looking like this because we have been out for about half an hour and I wore my big fur hat and it got too warm. We're going out again. I'm going to take you to a place in the forest and show you stuff. But first of all, we're going to take a little walk and I'm going to talk to you about frustrations. Yay! Now, as some of you know, I have plans for this one that she knows absolutely nothing about. We are supposed to have her have puppies. Now, she's a kennel dog, a pedigree dog. So, of course, I'm a member of that kennel club for golden retrievers. And when you want to breed on them, there are a lot of things that you need to do. And in this day and age, when you have to require certain formulas and stuff to go to the vet to get her checked here and there, you do that on their webpage. Now, I am almost a boomer, and more than that, I'm a boomer born in the wrong century. I am an absolute idiot when it comes to digital things. You know, watching me buy a couple of tickets for a ferry, it can take the whole day, and tears and shouting, and I'm such an idiot at it. So today I have been looking for formulas, and I had to call the vet to say, but do I need to have it in advance? Can you help me fill it in when I get there? And she said, no, that's not really how it works. You have to have it done and 24 hours before. No, actually, and in the end, I found both formulas that I need. I filled them in and I paid for them, because you have to pay a lot of money to get just the formula, not the treatment or the checkups. But I actually did it, and I don't know how. And I'm not sure I could do it again. But I can read it in my mails. They sent me receipts for both, and that was nice. And when that was done, of course, both my fires had died down, and I was my heart was in my throat, and I was warm from the excitement from it and everything. So frustrated. She didn't care. She just wanted to go out. So I thought, yes, let's go out and do a little bit of manual labor, because that always helps with frustrations. I'm bringing this saw. It's a brand saw. It's my Jag Irvin. I love it. And it really saws through arm thick, thigh thick branches. If they're too thick, I like to have them home and cut them with the chainsaw. But normal branches, like a size tree like this one, very, very. I'm not cutting down the live trees. I have some branches in here in the forest behind my house that I'm going to take you to and show you how I handled those. And they are, after, I have an agreement with the owner of the forest that when they have been in here to harvest, to fell all the big pines and fir trees and spruces, then I'm allowed to go in and take what's left in here. And that is normally all the birch trees. And that's what I prefer to have for my firewood. And why do they take down the birch trees and don't utilize them? Well, normally because they're considered weeds and they're just in the way. They can go in at certain places and just harvest birch trees, but they can't really mix it. That'll be a mess. So when they're going for only firs, then sometimes some of the birches will be in their way, and then they just cut them down or drive them down with the big forest tractors, and also some of the smaller pines. So they just stay here, strewn across, and sometimes put across the road where they go with the tractors, because these roads are full of holes and big rocks. So they put these 3 or 4 or 5 trunks of birch over the road so that their machines can easier drive here. And that's okay when they have been in here and they have taken out. Come on, come. Yeah, come on. When they've taken out all the trunks that they need for sale, they just leave things like this. And that's fine for us because I can easily walk here. Zaffo doesn't like to walk into all this, but she can just walk beside it. And then I can go in and find, what is it? Why are you crying? You get your stick? You can get your stick. Come on. Yeah, get your stick. You can do that. Get over. Yeah, easy. Easy. So here and there are good birch trunks like this one lying around. Now I have been in here the last couple of days and been down to that corner and taken some of them, and they are piled up here, so we're just going to carry them home. Now what I think is very, very smart and a lot easier than the web page is how I have figured out to use this saw as a measurer. I do not bring my meter stick into the forest. Why? Because I know that I will just put it somewhere and be very, very certain of where I've put it, and then I'll forget about it, and then it's lost. So instead of bringing the meter stick, I have measured my saw. Now what I know now is that exactly at number 3 of these bigger holes and out to the tip, that is a 12-inch or 30 centimeter piece. And the big thing, and what makes me happy in contrast to web pages and digital things, is that from there, from that handle, from the end and out till the tip, it is exactly 35 centimeters, which is 14 inches, which is what I need for my kitchen stove. So what I do when I get down here and there's a long trunk is I measure, boom, and make a little cut, boom, make a little cut, and then I cut it where I find the length should be, so that I can put it on my back and carry it home, and not need to bring the saw down here every time I go for branches. So I have cut these branches and they're just ready to be carried home. Now I took the saw now because I knew that there was one of them that was a bit too long, and also because I wanted to show you how I deal with digital frustrations. What I needed to do was to have a formula for having Zaffo's eyes checked, and that will be next Thursday, not this coming Thursday, but next Thursday. And of course they couldn't do that at a normal veterinarian clinic, which is half an hour from here. I have to go to a city way out on the coast. And with the breaks that we take when we drive in the car, because she doesn't like it very much, it's a trip at about 6 or 7 hours in total. And just to have her eyes checked. And of course they couldn't do the other x-ray at the same time, so it's 2 different consultations. This Thursday, in 2 days, I will go to the nearby city, to the clinic that she knows, and she will be put under anesthesia and have her hips and elbows x-rayed. So that's a costly thing. I already paid a lot of money to the Kennel Club for those formulas, because they're not for free. You have to pay for that, and for having her registered in there with that x-ray and the eye check. And then of course I have to pay both clinics for their job, and a lot of gasoline. And we're already up in very, very high numbers in what it costs to prepare a dog of pedigree for breeding. But I hope I have enough. And then of course I hope for puppies that are going to be sold, so that I can get a little bit of income to pay for all the expenses, and a little more, hopefully. So yeah, it's a fun journey. I've never done it before. As most of you know, I've never had a dog before. So everything is new, and that in itself, of course, is exciting. We like to learn new stuff. I'm sorry, maybe there was some wind in the microphone there. I'm trying to shield it a bit. It's always fun to learn new things, although frustrating at some points. And yeah, most frustrating for me is to go into any web page and try to maneuver around and get it to do what I want it to do. I'm really an idiot, but I can saw. I can walk the forest, and I can saw with my saw, and when I do that for half an hour or an hour, I'm calm again. I'm my gentle self again. And luckily Zaffo can partake in all the things that I do outside, and she loves it as much as I do. And then we'll just take the challenges of modern day life as they come. Not enjoying it, but I learn a little bit every time. And yeah, she doesn't care. She just thought I was stupid sitting at the table, sometimes shouting, sometimes almost crying. And it's true, it brings me to tears, almost. No, okay, we're on the way home, or what? Are you gonna say bye? Are you just gonna walk home? Okay, everybody, bye-bye. I don't want to talk any longer. We're going home now, me and my mom. Mom, are you coming? Yes, I'm coming. Thanks for listening to my complaints, and we'll see how it goes with all the checkups and meeting of potential dads for her puppies and everything. I will keep you posted if you will keep on following, please, and like and subscribe. Thank you very much. See you on the next one. Bye bye, everyone.